Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back, guys. I'm going to talk to you today about a story that flew under the radar. And I looked up and came across it. And it's a story that I think needs some notoriety. It needs to be said. And it's a problem that goes on at a lot of colleges, not just HBCUs. And it's on the aspect of crime. Now, according to the news report that I've seen, and I'll leave it in the link in the description box below, supposedly at Delaware State University, a university close to where I lived, grew up in New Jersey, supposedly they're going through a lot of problems with campus security, and the students are not feeling safe. In fact, over 200 plus students rallied and had a protest. I think it probably was overshadowed by what happened at Bethune-Cookman last week. But around the same time, they had a protest, on the campus grounds, I guess, at the police station. And with the campus police, certain things, are not up to their standards to where, they don't feel safe. And when I say don't feel safe, I'll give you a little insight of what they were talking about. Supposedly, there's been a lot of sexual assaults, including the R word. And speaking about the R word, I went and looked on there. They have a site that you can go and look at, and you guys can go check it out. And it lists all of the crimes. The students put the crimes that have been put on there, and it doesn't name any names, but it has the crimes that have been committed on the campus from the first semester and the second semester. And what was shocking to me is, in January alone, started the second semester, in January alone, there have been 5 R-word cases alone. 5 cases of that. And that's shocking to me at a college university that has its own police, and it's a school. Now, I went on the website, and the website, you go to Delaware State, and then they have what's called the Delaware State Daily Crime and Fire Log, where students write down crimes. I guess it's a crime watch thing for students to let other students know what's going on. And I've seen all kinds of stuff on there. A lot of the stuff was mainly, normal stuff you would see, in the street and stuff, like theft, larceny, people stealing computers, laptops. But some of the stuff I thought was alarming. Like, supposedly a student that didn't go there, an ex-student, broke into somebody's dorm room and was caught inside the dorm room. It's a lot of sexual harassment on there, guys. And like that's the thing, like, these students are protesting, and a lot of them are females. And, for a school, and I don't blame the school enrolls people, and they don't do criminal background checks. Let's be honest. Another thing is, with this situation with kids, you don't know who's coming to your school. Ain't no parenting. A lot of these kids coming to school for the first time. A lot of them have been there already. So, they have an air of superiority. You got fraternities, sports athletes. People come from all different walks of life, all different states. You never know who's who. Crime is going to be a part of the situation, people. But this story was so small. And what was alarming to me was the amount of R-word cases, in such a short time. Now, when you go to college, a lot of people lose their mind. They've never been without parental guidance. It was a lot of things. They had public intoxication on there. That's one of the things. But Delaware State, I remember when I was younger, Delaware State was a school a lot of people wanted to go to. Delaware State was like the spot to be. They had a nice looking campus, but it always had like violence there and stuff like that. And I mean, that goes reported in every school. So I don't want to put that all on HBCUs. And, it makes me think, though, honestly, they say a lot of HBCUs have low graduation rates. I think it might be attributed to, a lot of times, people don't even want to go back to them because they either been victimized or falsely accused of something, or just, it's just the environment is more than they expected to be for an institute of higher learning. And It can be any school. And I think a part of that goes to the low graduation rate. You know, students might transfer out. And, you know, it's something nobody really talks about. Like we'll say, oh, the low graduation rate, and they'll put it on the school. But listen, the school can only do so much. As students, you know, especially young men, we have to have some type of order in our lives and some type of discipline. You know, like I told my children, and I tell other people that are raising children to do anything you want and say, because they're under your law and your guidance, your supervision. But when they're out on their own and they're exposed to things they've never seen, and there's nobody to tell them, no, they can't do it. Or there are other people, you know, that are encouraging them to try things. You know, you never know what kind of human being you raised. And that goes without question. But the thing, like I said, is alarming is the situation with the R word. You know, I have a daughter, and when I went to Alcorn State in the 90s, right? You know, where I come from is crime ridden, Camden, New Jersey. You know, I've seen crazy stuff in the streets, so going to Mississippi, you know, was nothing new. But when I was there, I mean, we had little incidents here and there, but we only had 2 campus police. I mean, there were 4 altogether. I guess 2 stayed in the office, but we only had 2 campus police cars. They were very old Crown Victorias. And the cops were so old, like if something really popped off, I used to be like, man, what they gonna do if something really pop off? And I'd never seen them doing anything. I'd never seen the police cars with the lights on, you know, the time I was there. And it was just strange. But violence is gonna happen anywhere, guys. But the thing is, in this story that's alarming to me, and what made me really do the story, is they went and protest the police department. They spoke to the chief of police. They had a megaphone. They were out there. They were active, you know, and it wasn't just women. It was men and women. So, you know, you got, I guess, you know, these people, they were former victims or know people that were victims of violence or wrongdoing on that campus against them. And the whole premise of the video and them protesting is the campus police are not doing enough. And with me saying that is, I can believe it sometimes, because the situation with these cases, these R-word cases, if you go on the website and you look, and I implore you all to go look and see the crimes that are on there, they're all pending, even ones from last year. Now, a lot of times these people know their accusers. And what I got from the protest is the police are not really doing anything about it, or they're taking it like this. It's the way they coming at us about it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Or they think the person or the victim is lying, you know, or it's fabricated. And that's why I felt like doing the story. Anytime you hear any type of crime like that, or any type of sexual misconduct, it needs to be investigated. Because, you know, these kids pay the same amount of money as the person that, you know, like as everybody else, including the person that committed an act against them. So, I mean, they do count. Guys, I just want to say this real quick. The average cost after aid is $15,000 at that school. That is super expensive. You know, and with them paying that amount of money, this is a historical school too. You know, maybe they need to up the police protection. There's no way these kids are protesting being safe at the school. And I just don't know what to say about it. But I mean, I wanted to bring light to it. You guys, I'll leave you the link to the story. It's a very small story, you know, but I mean, somebody needs to speak about it and just bring, you know, some awareness to it. If you guys are at Jackson State, if you guys are at Delaware State, man, and you know, any of you guys see this video, leave a comment in the box and tell everybody what's going on down there. But I mean, I wish, I mean, it'll get better, hopefully. But I mean, you guys be safe out there. And that's anybody at any of these colleges right now, because people are crazy. I mean, you're seeing it all in the news, all kind of dumb stuff. And honestly, it shouldn't be like that, especially with us. As a people, we got to do better. We have to do better. And I mean, it don't take nothing to have some type of self-control. Now, I'm not blaming anybody, you know, males, like saying it's all men, but I mean, There was men up there saying that things had happened to them, maybe not of a sexual nature, but I mean, this is an institute of higher learning. We got to do better. You know, you're there for a purpose. Anybody could be there besides you, but you're there. Take advantage of the opportunity. You know, I'm Stock Market Steve. Listen, guys, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Man, check the video. Check out the link in the description box. And it's just something I figured that needed some awareness brought to it. So as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.